Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. You already know from different videos this 91 Toyota pickup. I'm trying to film as much content as I can for you, and I realized I have time to show you how easy it is to replace spark plugs on this legendary 22R-E 4-cylinder 2.4 liter engine. Now that E means it's a injected, fuel injected, it's no more carburetor. You can see right here, I'm not lying to you. And as you can see, the spark plugs are really easy to be accessed. So let's go and do this whole service together in this video. Hopefully this angle of the camcorder will make it pretty easy for everybody to see it. So I will start with removing those cables, spark plug wires, or whatever you want to call it. You don't have to really remember or be stressing out about which one goes where, because they have different length. Also, these ones has the numbers on it. So if you consider the fact that you know that the front cylinder is number 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you know it's written on it, there couldn't be any confusion. Let's start with the plug number 1. I will grab my snap-on deep spark plug socket. I love to use this extension which locks on it. Hopefully you can see it, so now they will not separate. Put it direct on it, and let's see how that will work. And that will not work. I'm showing it to you on purpose. I already checked them in the past. This wrench is actually not going to work. It is 5/8. You actually need a bigger spark plug wrench, and the number is 1316. This is a KD Tools 1316s, made in USA. Awesome. So I have it there. I will get my ratchet. And as I said, I did it in past because I was inspecting the number 1. And basically that's the reason why we are replacing it today. This is very easy, and I hope you will agree with me that they need to be replaced. Let me show you the condition of the spark plug. When I saw it was Denso W16EXR-U, I knew they are the right ones, but let me show you, let me zoom or try to show you a detail of the tip. Look at it. This is really not good. I hope you will agree with it. So here we are replacing all 4 of them with new ones. Let me show you how looks the new one, what will be the difference. And the Densos were not available, so you can see also the other approved spark plug for this 91 22R-E engine. It's a BPR 5EY from NGK. Do you see how cute it is? I love it. And this area, it's why you couldn't use that normal standard spark plug wrench, because they are thicker, they are larger here in this spot. So let's go and put it nicely back. Again, here you have that rubber inside of the spark plug wrench, so it holds it inside. Just explaining that for the newbies, you can see it. And I'm carefully, without banging on some surrounding areas, I'm carefully catching the thread. I will highly recommend you to do this always without using power tools, because there will be a danger of stripping the thread in the head, and that will create huge problems. So we don't want to do that. I always rather do it by the hand. Now it was seated all the way. I'm feeling it. Now I'm squishing that 2 washers which were underneath it. And now I feel the resistance, and basically the spark plug is nicely seated there. What will be the torque for that? Let's show that. If some of you are owning the torque wrench, let's show it on the number 2. So let's get the number 2 out, and we will torque the number 2 with using the torque wrench. Me working on the Toyotas for so long, you develop the feel for it, and you feel it in your hand, but some of you might prefer to see that procedure. So let's do it. Another beautiful new NGK for the cylinder number 2. I want to look there. Sorry for getting in your way. I just want to make sure I'm not hitting anything and I'm doing it properly. So I go again with the hand until I will feel the resistance from the spark plug. I switched my extension because I didn't like the way it was holding that tool, and basically I hit the end. Now I brought here my electronic snap-on torque wrench, and in the case of these spark plugs we will set it to 13 foot-pounds, or that equals 18 Newton meters. Not sure if you can see it. I'm trying to watch the display. So right, we set 18 Newton meters, and let's see how it will work. After I hit by the hand, it was the end, how many turns or how many degrees we will move. So let's go. This was 90, another 90, and it was the third time the angle of 90, which created 17.8 Newton meters. So I can try a little bit harder. And now it's the same. So basically 390 turns created that torque which was needed for this procedure. Now I will recover my spark plug tool. It's stuck on that rubber. Nice, and I can continue with the third one. Nice. Again, I will not use any power tools because of that huge risk of stripping or breaking the spark plug. Imagine it will be stuck in the head, and you will just bring your impact wrench and try to save some time. Will be the only reason to save some time and speed it up, and you will break the spark plug in the head or strip the threads. It will be absolute nightmare. Look at this one. This one might be looking a little bit better than the others, but still absolutely clearly reason to replace. Many times I show you I put a very thin layer of the anti-seize on the threads. When I do that in the video, some of you complain that it's not right and they will never do that. So hey, today we are doing it their way. I'm not afraid about these plugs being stuck in this engine, because the interval, these are very cheap spark plugs, and the interval of replacement will be probably only 30,000 miles on these. so they will be coming out pretty soon again. Also, I'm torquing it correctly. Now I hit the end. Let's go and bring that torque wrench. We are back at that 18, so let's see how many turns, if it will be identical. So let's go. 90, another 90. This one might do it a little bit sooner, we will see. This was 3 of these 90s. Let's go. You see that? I felt it in the resistance. It's a 17.9, so I can try a little bit more, but it's right there. That's it. So this one, actually, what we did, 2 90s and just barely another 45 or less, and that was enough for this one. Ideally, if you will be doing it, don't do it when it's hot, because you will burn yourself on these covers. I actually had the truck overnight here. See, sometimes it doesn't want to go out, but I'm glad I can show it to you. So we have one more to go, and this one is a little bit pain. It's hidden all the way there, and these, excuse me, these cooling lines are a little bit in the way. So let's see if I can still show it to you. Yeah, you see, even to put it on, it's not so easy, but I film all these details for you, so you can really have the reality. If it's for a newbie, if it's somebody new, you can see almost like a live television. You can see what it takes, how easy or difficult it is. So yeah, this is nicely coming out. I wonder how the last one, what is the condition, because I inspected only the first one and it was so bad that I immediately recommended replacement. I knew also they are old. This one, it's even better than number 3. So number 4, the tips, I will say they are cleanest and nicest. Brand new NGK for the number 4 cylinder. Sorry, I will get in your way again a little bit. I just wanna make sure I don't bang those tips, the spark plug tips, on the surrounding area. Again, this always goes asleep, so let's put it to the work. It remembers the last setting, it was 18 Newton meters. I still have a space, that's great, I love it. Let's sketch that extension and let's count these angles. Oh, now the cooling hoses are in the way. This will be maybe the second 90. If I can put it this way, maybe right now. You see how many turns we do? That cannot really be used because there are obstructions in the way. How much I have? 17.7, a little bit more, and that's it. And I feel that we did the best for this engine to torque it correctly. You see, it doesn't want to go off. Yep. It's always something. This tool came out nicely this time, so everything is good, and I'm ready to put those spark plug wires back. I believe I did the number 1 just by my feel, so let's go and recheck if it's torque enough or it will move. Here is the torque wrench. Perfect. I did a good job. Now I can start putting back those spark plug wires. If they are older, it's always recommended to replace them. You definitely, if you are doing tune-up, I will always recommend you to do that. what will be tune-up on this engine? Let's talk about that. Spark plugs, distributor cap, distributor rotor, which is inside, and these 4 wires plus the one which goes to the coil. So that will be definitely considered as a tune-up on this 22RE. As you can see, the owner of this vehicle doesn't feel the same way, and therefore we are putting back the wires back. But maybe the owner knows what we don't know. Maybe they were replaced recently. So I will be quiet, because when you are pushing it on, you should hear a click. Yeah, it was up. So that means that the wire, the spark plug wire, nicely connected to the top of the spark plug. Maybe here. Oh yeah, I believe you heard it really nicely. Now also, when you do this, you want to separate those wires so they are not rubbing on each other. So that's why we have all these wire holders. Don't just, if you replace that, don't just throw it there and think that's okay, because that's not. These wires are not supposed to be touching each other. So I hope that everybody will agree with me that it's really easy to replace spark plugs on this legendary Toyota engine 22RE. And as usually, make sure you are subscribed, because I have always more videos coming your way on this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day, my friend.